Hi guys, so it's Abby and I'm talking about the dairy industry today. So firstly, in the dairy industry, not actually a lot of people know this, to produce milk you have to be pregnant. Farmers stick almost their whole arm into the cow's rectum and they force bull semen into their vagina and through to their cervix. So they're forcefully getting pregnant. This is repeated every 12 months, pregnancy, birth and lactation. Once they are pregnant and obviously give birth, their calves are taken away from them just a few hours later. You can see the calves being pulled away by farmers, being hit, being thrown, being kicked, and you can see the mother cows, obviously distressed, crying for their babies. It's not a movie, this is actually what is going on. So because us humans are so selfish, the calves don't even get their mother's milk. They are just forced fed on a formula after they've been snatched from their mothers. We're that selfish. Milk is getting pumped on a machine to go to people. It's meant to be for their calves. These cows are mammals. Their milk is breast milk and is for calves, it's for their babies only. But because us human beings consume so much of it, it's not going to their calves, it's going to us. And these farmers are just milking them by machines all day. Their life expectancy is between 20 and 25 years. Obviously in the dairy industry, they're getting impregnated so much, they're getting sick, they're getting unwell, they can't make it this long. They're actually reaching about 5 years of age, which is, not even half as what they should be. So the male calves, some of them are used for veal. People think this still isn't going on, but it is. When they're just a couple of months old, they're being killed for veal, and also over 90,000 of them are just being killed because they're no use to the dairy industry. Only obviously the female calves are used because they're going to go through what their mothers have gone through, and they're just getting produced this way to get pregnant forcefully, not by choice, and to produce milk. Around the world, there is over 2.6 million cows producing milk each year, and over half of them don't ever step foot outside. These are meant to be living in fields and grass. They've got chains around their necks. They literally cannot move. They're just stuck in side-by-side cages. They can't move, and all they hear in their surroundings is just the sound of machinery. It's literally like a horror movie, and this is real life. It's what's going on, and it's like it's normal for this to happen. It's not natural at all, and it's sick. It's no way to live. It's literally a horror movie, and we are encouraging it. In the 70s, a cow would produce around 4,000 litres per year of milk. Now that has doubled. So this is extremely unnatural, and again, people saying cow's milk is good for you. Most of it is going to be filled with infections from mastitis, which is extremely painful, and they're getting pumped with this infections. So the milk that you are probably consuming, thinking it's very good for you, thinking it's full of calcium and all this other rubbish, is probably full of infections and mastitis. Now, I've actually had mastitis, and it is probably as painful as labour. It is so painful. You cannot touch your breast, you can't bath, you can't move, you can't lift your arms, you can't walk. And I had a baby and I was trying to hold him and I couldn't because how painful this was in my boobs. And these cows have got mastitis because of their living spaces and because they're producing way more milk than what they should be producing naturally, because they're getting forced, and they're living in this extreme pain, just for people to consume milk when there's other options. I was also in a debate the other day with someone who was trying to tell me that it's a relief for the cows to be pumped their milk. And yeah, this is because they're getting forcibly impregnated way more than what they naturally should be. So it might be a relief, but it's full of infections. It should be for their babies to suck on naturally, for them to nourish their babies that they love, that they have just been stolen away from and teared apart from each other. So not only does dairy milk contain calcium, it also is full of cholesterol, is full of natural female hormones and saturated fats. The only thing where you can get calcium is in milk. You need big, strong, healthy bones. This is in milk, this is in a glass of milk, and it's just feeded to you, and you don't actually know what's going on in the dairy industry. You've got oat milk, you've got almond, you've got coconut, you've got soy, you've got so many different milks. So why be selfish and put these cows through this pain just so you can consume it? It's just selfish, and to me, you're contributing to these cows getting forcefully pregnated and living in absolute horror. When you go in to buy this milk, or put some in your cake or whatever you guys do with milk, I would just like you to think about it first. So, if you can't even give 2 minutes of your time to watch what you are consuming and what you are contributing, why do you get the right to consume it? Why do you get the right to allow this to happen? It's supply and demand. If you don't buy this or supply it, then hopefully over time, with more vegans and more vegan activists, then this industry is going to slowly die out, because you shouldn't get a right, in my opinion, to consume this when you can't even look at what's going on. In the dairy industry, they're getting forcefully impregnated, their babies are being taken away from them, they're just living in a constant cycle of pain and suffer. And for me, that was it. That was when vegetarian was not an option anymore, straight to veganism. When I knew what was really going on, that was it. These farmers, some of them have probably got children and been through pregnancy and labour with their partners, and then for them to snatch calves away from their mothers and to hear them scream. There's actual footage of the mother running after their calves and screaming and crying trying to save their calves because they don't know what's going on. They just want their babies, you know. And for these farmers to actually do this, it's just mental. It's mental how they can do it. It's mental how people can consume it. No one might not watch this video because I don't know how many people care about the industry. I don't know how many people are interested in knowing where their milk's coming from. I was. I can't just wander around in life knowing that this is going on. That is how strongly I feel. Yeah, thank you for watching, and if you are interested in hearing what I've got to say, then yeah, please subscribe because I'm so passionate about veganism and I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos. Yeah, just because I've got so much to say and it's such a massive topic, it's so much to cover. So I'm sure there's going to be lots for me to talk about. If you're interested in, you know, giving comments of what you'd like me to talk about next, that would be cool. Yeah, so thank you for watching.